Yo, what is up, YouTube? I'm Blitz5. Today I want to talk about the new era of gaming and how so many games are becoming RPGs in their own way. And it's something that I kind of thought about while playing The Division, because to me, The Division launched as an MMORPG. A lot of people are relating it to Destiny. I talked about this in my first impressions video that I'll link down in the description below or somewhere in this video if you want to check that out. But going back to that, it's this new era of games where a lot of games are becoming this MMORPG. It kind of goes in line with a lot of games having DLC content, new stories, like new modes being added in as the games come out. And there's so many different ways you could take this argument or this concept about, like, is that good for gaming? Is that bad? But to me, it's like, could this game have just been like a Borderlands? And if you're not familiar with Borderlands, Borderlands is just like an awesome cooperative game. You can play it by yourself. It's just like a story mode, and it's like The Division or Destiny, or playing like it's an RPG shooter. That's exactly what it is. I don't know. I should have said that earlier. But now with so many games, it's like what do you classify all these games as? But basically, it was an RPG shooter, and it was so popular because there weren't many RPG shooters out there, and it was so unique, and it was fun to play. And they had DLC content for that game. So you could keep playing it after that. I think in like Borderlands 2 or there's multiple different variations of Borderlands that have DLC content. And The Division could have been that game, but instead Tom Clancy decided, or the studio or the publisher, Ubisoft, decided that they wanted to make an MMORPG style game. And to me, it's like, where is the boundary of that? And is that really necessary? It's cool because in the end game, if you're playing an MMORPG, they think, or I think that, hey, there's going to be raids and all this extra stuff. But do people have time, and are people interested in every game being an MMORPG? At this point in time, it seems like every game is becoming this way. Even if you play Call of Duty, you don't just like get online and play anymore. You have to design your character, pick your shoes, design your gun, and do everything. And customization is good to a point, but then in some games, it's like it's a little overwhelming, and is it really necessary? Like, I'm really enjoying The Division because it's a great cooperative shooter, RPG style game, and you don't get a lot of realistic, modern RPGs that use like assault rifles and stuff like that. A lot of times you're playing like Witcher style or Far Cry Primal or like Oblivion and stuff like that, where you're like hitting people with swords and shit like that and using bow and arrows. So this is a really unique spin on that. But did this game need to be an MMORPG where it just lasts forever? Like, are people really going to be involved with that? And on top of the fact that we have Battleborn and Overwatch coming out in May, that are they're both kind of MMORPG shooter games, it's just crazy. It's like this new norm. And I don't know about everybody else. I don't know if I have this opinion because I'm out of school. I graduated college. I don't have the same amount of time as I used to when I was in middle school or high school, but I don't have the time to play this, and I know none of my friends have the time to play this, and I've heard this sentiment from a lot of people, but my peer group is people who are post-school, who don't have the same amount of time. But to me, there's just no way that the community, or even like almost any gamer, can have the time or the interest to have so many games be these open-world MMORPGs where there's just no end and there's always raids. You can only pick one, and then you're, if you really want to get into it, and then you're missing out on so many games, and that's kind of where the console has been at. The reason why World of Warcraft is so successful is because Blizzard made it. It was like their big title, and they spent so much time in it, and it became this huge community, and everyone has a computer. So it just got this like a really big community, as opposed to like someone buying an individual Xbox or a PlayStation or Nintendo. And there's also aspects that make these games last. Like League of Legends is a great multiplayer MOBA game where, there's a big community because it's the only game that, and I think it stems from, it's the only game that Riot Games makes. They update it every 2 weeks. It's got this huge backing. And then you get a game like The Division, made by Ubisoft and Tom Clancy, and they just came out with Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas, and then they're going to be coming out with Ghost Recon, and these kind of cannibalize each other because they're all kind of the same game. I feel like I'm playing Ghost Recon. And then it's made by Ubisoft, who makes a whole bunch of other games, so it feels like this is just another game. Like, I know there's going to be a Division 2, so how much time do I want to spend in this game? Like, there's not going to be League of Legends or World of Warcraft 2. The World of Warcraft's been around for over 10 years. And that's the kind of stuff that gets people to stick around because they know it's backed up and they know it's like their time that they're putting into this game is worth it for them, because it's like an ongoing thing that they know that isn't going to end in the short term. Like the Division's probably, no one's going to be playing this game in 2 years. If they are, then it's going to be a very select few hardcore group of people, because I know, myself included, I'm going to be playing games that come out in 2017 and 2018, the newest titles and all the interesting Call of Duty, maybe whatever XYZ, insert the game that you like to play, you're going to be buying the new version of that game. And it's just something that I've been thinking about a lot, and I don't know what is the right choice. Should they made this like Borderlands, where it's got an end? I'm enjoying the game, but I'm probably not going to play past 30, and I kind of said this in my first impressions. Probably not, because I just don't have the time to invest in it. But I can't knock them, because I really do enjoy this game. And, you can pretty much take it for what it is. Some people, want to put more time in it. Some people want to put less. But to me, I think it would have worked if they just had this as a co-op campaign with some PvP multiplayer aspects. And it would have been just like a perfect game. And if they wanted to, they could have released some DLC to release more parts of Manhattan, because as you can see in the map right now, it's just like Midtown Manhattan. That's in the launch of the Division. So they could come out 3 months from now, or it literally should just be like a month from now. They should just release it quick. They could have like the financial district or downtown or Central Park part of Manhattan. And that would have been fine, instead of making this game like an MMORPG. I get that's what Ubisoft, it's something unique that they wanted to do, but it just doesn't seem like they're going to have that kind of support and attention to detail to make this kind of community. If they're going to make an MMORPG like World of Warcraft or something like that, then I want, where's my update? Where's my weekly update, or every 2 weeks? Where's all the content right now? Why is there a level 30 cap off the bat if they're making this huge RPG? Why do you want people to already, people who got the 30, there is no rating. Like what is really going on here, and why does every game have to be this way? I don't know. I don't know if it's good or bad. We're in a weird time for gaming. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment. I mean, fuck it, you really don't have to leave a comment, but I am truly interested in this particular video, what people think. Am I crazy? Do you have the time to play video games? I'd love to hear from that. But all in all, I'm enjoying the game, so don't really mistake me for complaining. It's just the MMORPG thing is just kind of just throwing me off, that every game is like that nowadays. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, I'm Blitz5, and thank you for watching. Peace out.